My name is Nuthipong Bunmark. My ID is 5807005 My topic is development of educational video for traffic engineering data collection and analysis. My introduction, traffic data collection. There are two methods for it. One is manual and other is automatic. There are many methods to collect the data, which there are 13 methods. Traditionally, there are 13 methods to collect many type of each specific data for traffic collection. Purpose of this is to integrate and improve traditional data traffic collection method, provide a better option to reduce time take to experiment area, Sinakrin Road, King Khao intersection, Lotus Hompo Bang P, Rama 4 intersection, Na Luang Junction, Starbucks at Bang Na Chonburi freeway access. expect benefit. Easier for people to understand more about traffic data collection. And be able to use new way and old way together. Background and literature review. Spot speed study. Nicholas said that, and Garber said that this study estimate distribution of speed vehicle in steam traffic. Thomas Cullen also said as well, which this can be calculated by the equation below, which is V equal D over 1.47 T, which 1.47 T is which is a constant rate. Convert feet into in second to mile per hour. And convert V, we can convert V into metric unit as well. Turning movement count is to count traffic flow, which determine whether vehicle moving toward intersection, which can be used by the application TMC, which is contain button for each specific, and then you can press, like here you can see the button here, left, right, straight. Yes. Vehicle delay, HCM or highway capacity manual state that this study is to measure average vehicle delay per approach. Total control delay equal to total number of delay interval multiplied by 15 seconds interval. Average delay average vehicle delay per delay equal to total number of delay interval multiplied by total number of vehicle delay. Parking study. Garber stated that accumulation data can be obtained by investigating a parking lot over time. For this studies, researchers will calculate parking volume, duration, turnover, accumulation, and load. Here T is turnover, D is duration, L is load. Saturated flow rate. Garber and Curran state the same thing, that this saturated flow rate is used to calculate and find capacity of lane group. Thomas B. Curran said that calculate average saturated flow rate. Research needs to find average head rate first by using equation. Show here average head rate first, and then we can go to flow rate, startup delay, and the effective green time. Here is T4 is time for when rear axle of Ford vehicle enter intersection. Poisson distribution. Curlin say that it is used to predict number of events in certain interval. Poisson can be used to estimate amount of vehicle coming at the in the intersection within a given time. As on the right, M equal average arrival rate, X equal number expected vehicle. Good next can identify difference between in the expect and observe results. Q length was mentioned by Curlin that Q length can determine and identify characteristics of people who are reading. Present X standard that need to be applied. Here, for the right, there are three equations: Q, big Q service rate, small Q arrival rate, and its total of number of vehicle. Here's our 8 equation. Headway study. Current recommend that although there are many methods to collect and compute the expected headway, the traffic must still assume the minimum headway. So basically, we will find the observed frequency, and then we compare with the best critical headway here. standard, which is standard. Current state that traffic compliance can determine the behavior of motorists, which is compute 90 to 95 to 99. Freeway density was mentioned by Carlin that a service was unhinged based on density. The level of service based on freeway density. Actual density can be calculated by peak rate of flow with average speed. Vehicle occupancy is a data which study about people moving or occupying the vehicle in the car. The construction frequency with equation to calculate frequency for. Then we can calculate frequency curve and then create the equation to calculate frequency for each car occupant. Origin destination, which is travel survey that can be conducted to determine understanding of traveling pattern and with interest, which is it will be conducted by these two survey, conducted by me with these two survey. Trip generation rate, it was stated by Curran that trip generation was used to make educated guess on trip making behavior based on land use, based on ITE rate, standard rate. Trip generation was in this with this equation. So we can find a difference between mean trip generation rate and difference of confidence interval can be calculated by this equation. Methodology, spot speed. First mark with a target that you can see on the road, and then start to observe. Stop the watch as the vehicle pass the line, the reference line. Sit at a location where researcher can observe without attracting attention. Calculate speed and construct a speed group, and then compute frequency and plot cumulative curve. Turning movement count. First is select intersection, and then record a video and collect data with every 15-second increment. Summarize raw data from observation, and then identify peak hour by calculating peak hour factor, which is it can be determined by the application as well, by TMC application, export in Excel. Vehicle delay, choose intersection and observe location, choose the time interval to collect, choose the time interval and then collect record data in the table. Compare data, calculate the total and compute average control delay. Compare data control delay to the standard, compare control delay to each vehicle. Parking study, choose location with at least 50 to 100 space parking. Determine best route for collection, and then walk to practice the collect data. Calculate parking load, duration, and turnover. Saturation rate flow, choose intersection and observe, record. And then with the green phase start, fill the table and with the raw data. Calculate average saturation, flow, and startup. Poisson distribution, choose intersection where there are two lanes. Observe for all 2000 interval record. Compute sheet square, which is a standard rate. Q length, choose location for time and observe digital record. Collect data and record value in the table. Record all rate of service in the table. Calculate all standard relationship. Headway study, choose T intersection. Road operation using video tape from video gather data and then put in a table. Compare minimum headway to standard based from HCM. Traffic compliance study, choose a suitable location first and then prepare data collection form. Calculate the confidence interval. Summarize and next freeway density. Choose location above the level freeway axis. They can see entire width of axis. Collect data and record in collection form. Calculate passenger equivalent, and adjust heavy vehicle factor. Compute freeway density, and then compute freeway. You can compute, and then from freeway density you can compute level service as well, because it was based on maximum density by this table standard. Vehicle occupancy study, which is that can be observed without worry. Target, origin destination. We can use survey, choose group target, and then use survey. Trip generation, choose location of cafe, decide a variable and measure, record traffic data, calculate confidence interval of ITE, compute trip generation, equipment. I use mobile phone with video taping, application, computer, notebook, tablet, paper, Adobe Premiere Pro, turning, and movement count application.